there's absolutely no reason that you need to watch this video, but it's going to be entertaining. Okay. I don't know why this is true. Actually, I sort of know a little why it's true, but I haven't tried this myself because to do so would be disturbing. Okay. So here's the deal. Person jumps out of a plane, right? They're falling down. Now what happens with gravity is you go down, 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 and you get faster and faster. It's the way until if we were in a vacuum and there were no air, you would just keep going faster, 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 faster until you splat, right? Splat down here. But because there's air, it pushes back at you. It's got stuff that your body has to push out of the way to fall. So what happens is you speed up, you speed up, you speed up, you speed up, and then you hit a sort of a maximum speed, and then you just keep going at that speed. And I don't know exactly what it is for a human being. Probably depends, not even probably, it depends what position you're in. If you open yourself up big and wide, you drop a little bit slower, not slow enough so that you don't go splat. You will definitely go splat. Although it has happened that there's once a story, this guy fell out of a plane 40,000 feet, or I guess he jumped out. Didn't have parachute, didn't work, lived. Don't try that one on the weekend though. All right, so you keep speeding up until you hit this speed where the air now slows you down and you don't go any faster. And that is called your terminal velocity. Terminal is like the end amount, and velocity is basically your speed. Terminal velocity, that's as fast as you can go before the air is pushing back so far fast you don't go any faster. Guess what? Human beings, you drop them out of a plane, their terminal velocity is fast enough that 999 and a half times out of 1,000, it's going to kill you. But if you chuck a mouse out of a plane and the mouse is tumbling around, woo, a mouse, I guess it sort of puts its little arms out like this and it flattens itself out somehow. I don't know, it slows down a little bit, still dropping really fast, but a mouse, because it weighs very little, its terminal velocity is not enough to kill it. So if a mouse is on a plane and there's a problem, fire breaking out, the mouse, there's my mouse, that mouse can jump out. I mean, it's not going to feel good, but mouse is going to be able to, let's do a mouse. Legs, that's really not a good mouse, but he's going to go running away. Yeah, kind of cool for a mouse. So they basically don't need mice parachutes. And you'll find you can't really even buy mice parachutes. That's why. No mouse parachutes. Now, here's another weird fact since it's mice. Mice, let's talk about cats. All right, cats, it turns out, and this is true fact, cats, I think if you chuck them out of a plane, they also die. But this phenomenon was noticed in big cities. I think it was New York City where they noticed this. The cats that like to play, and then the bird. So people live in these really tall high-rises. That's starting to look too 9/11-ish. Let's get rid of our plane, okay? So we got a big building, and people are living in here, okay? All right, so let's say you got somebody living up here, and you got somebody living about here. Let's say this is the 10th floor. Now make it more like the 5th floor, and this is about the 10th floor. A bird lands on here, out on the little veranda, porch, and the little porch out here where you can look out at the city and hang out. The cat in here sees the bird, goes a little crazy, leaps after the bird, goes flying over. This really happens sometimes in the cities. And it turns out the cat from a first couple of floors, it's not that high up, it'll live when it splats on the sidewalk, it'll be okay. But after about the 3rd floor, 4th floor, something like that, it doesn't go well for the cat. So the cat goes shooting out, and then it's kind of doing one of those things where we realize, oh gosh, I didn't mean to do this. From the 5th floor to about the 8th or 9th floor, if this is where the person lived and the cat came flying out, the cat doesn't do well when they hit the ground. But now for the weird part. That after about the 10th floor, cats that were jumping out of buildings accidentally, they didn't have like psychological issues, they were going after a little bird, And the ones that jumped out from higher floors had a higher survival rate. And people are like, what? What's up with that? And they think what it is because the cats are, at first they kind of are falling out, and they're falling, they're speeding. And then the cat flips around and kind of gets going like this, where they open themselves up and the air pushes up back at their little bellies, and it kind of widens them out, so they slow down, so they don't ever get to their terminal velocity. If they're tall enough, if they're up high enough, they have enough time to right their bodies so they can make them spread out like that. So when they hit the ground, they're okay. I mean, they hurt, but they live. So if you're going to own a cat in New York City, live on the first 3 floors or about the 10th floor and up. Don't live on the ones in between, or keep your sliding door closed. I guess you have that choice too. See, I told you that was a little interesting and totally unnecessary to know. Thank you.